Good evening, and welcome to the special Ogden City Council meeting on this February 14th, 2012. Let the roll call reflect that all council members are present with the exception of Councilmember Wicks, who should be joining us shortly. And we will now have our Pledge of Allegiance, which will be offered by Vice Chair Bart Blair.
Please rise.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. We'll now have a moment of silence. Thank you. We have a special recognition today, a joint proclamation that will be read by Councilmember Gochner, a Congressional Gold Medal, and we actually have that gold medal that the gentleman brought for us today, Casey Kuhn, and it's very nice, and we're grateful for you to be in our community, and we'll have this available for you to show to others as soon as we're done here. And we'll now turn the time over to Councilmember Gochner.
Okay. This is a joint proclamation of the Ogden City Council and Mayor proclaiming February 18th, 2012 as Congressional Gold Medal Day in Ogden City for the veterans of the 100th Infantry Battalion, 442nd Regimental Combat Team, and the Military Intelligence Service. Whereas at the inception of World War II, 120,000 people of Japanese ancestry were forcibly removed from the West Coast and incarcerated in one of the United States' infamous concentration camps. The Nisei, even though second-generation American-born citizens, were classified as enemy aliens and prevented from actively serving in the United States military. And whereas in 1942, the legendary Mike M., let's see if I can say this correctly, Masaoka, am I close? Ayuta Nisei, an executive director of the National Japanese American Citizens League, and others petitioned to have the 442nd Regimental Combat Team activated. During World War II, 13,000 Nisei soldiers from Hawaii and mainland United States, including Ogden area residents, entered combat in Europe. Many of these soldiers were from the concentration camps where they and their families were incarcerated and whose families remained incarcerated as they entered combat in Europe. And whereas after 10 days of bitter combat to liberate 3 French towns, the 442nd was ordered to effect the rescue of the Texas 1st Battalion, who were trapped in a French forest occupied by elite SS German soldiers. After 16 intense days in one of the toughest battles of the war, and suffering 800 casualties, the 100th and 442nd rescued the 211 Texans in October 1944. In another battle, about 3,000 riflemen accomplished what 40,000 men could not do in 6 months by climbing unrelentingly for 12 hours up a 3,000-foot vertical cliff at night, and in 32 minutes breached the impregnable fortress, the Gothic Line in Italy. And whereas fighting in 7 major campaigns in Italy and France, the 100th and 442nd or Go for Broke Regiment suffered extreme casualties, including over 600 killed in action. Because of countless heroic efforts, the 100th and 442nd became one of the most decorated units in United States military history, with over 18,000 individual and unit decorations, including the Good Conduct Medal. And whereas the Nisei Military Intelligence Service, known as the MIS, consisting of over 6,000 Japanese Americans, including many from Utah, served in all campaigns in the Pacific Theater of War. The Nisei MIS conducted highly classified operations and produced tactical intelligence information vital to the United States military's successes, serving as interpreters, translators, interrogators, and communication interceptors in the entire Pacific War. And whereas Major General Charles Willoughby, Chief of Military Intelligence under General Douglas MacArthur, credited the MIS with shortening the Pacific War by 2 years and saving 1 million American lives. And whereas on August 4th, 2010, the United States Senate unanimously approved awarding the Congressional Gold Medal, the highest civilian award in the United States, collectively to veterans of the 100th, the 442nd, and MIS. On September 23, 2010, the United States House of Representatives gave their unanimous consent to this action, and October 5, 2010, this bill was signed by President Barack Obama. And whereas the Congressional Gold Medal was officially presented to the 100th, the 442nd, and MIS on November 2, 2011, including Utah Nisei veterans. On Veterans Day 2011, Governor Gary Herbert honored these individuals in a ceremony at the Utah State Capitol. Now therefore be it resolved that the Ogden City Council and Mayor Michael P. Caldwell hereby proclaim Saturday, the 18th of February 2012 as Congressional Gold Medal Day in Ogden City for the veterans of the 100th, the 442nd, and MIS. We extend our sincere appreciation for all the heroic efforts of these service members and their families to help ensure the many freedoms which we enjoy. 11 Utahns were honored. They include Nelson, and I apologize up front. I should have you come and pronounce these for me. Nelson Akagi, Masao Akiyama, Hiroshi Aramaki, Tara Fukushima, Masami Hayashi, Casey Kunimura, who's here with us tonight, as well as his wife Dorothy, Nobu Iwamoto, Noel Okamoto, Ray Ogura, Ted Shimizu, and Roy Suyuga. And with that, I would, with great respect, make a motion to adopt this motion.
I'll second it.
We have a motion from Councilmember Gochner and a second from Councilmember Van Hoosier to accept this proclamation. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Thank you. And what a great honor, and this motion passes. And Casey, if you'd like to come up at this time, we'd like to have you come up and accept this proclamation on behalf of your group. Thank you. It's our honor now to hear from Casey Kunimura.
My name is Casey Kunimura. It's a pleasure and an honor to be here tonight to accept this award for the 442nd Regimental Combat Team, which I was a member of, the 100th Infantry Battalion, and the Military Intelligence Services. I stand here before you accepting this, but in reality, I do this for all those that I served with, especially those that never came home. And to them, we owe the greatest of debt. And for the city of Ogden, thank you very, very much. And I say this with the deepest feeling my heart, because I too was one of those that was interned, not at Topaz, but in Arizona in Poston, which is just a few miles north of Blythe, and you know how hot it can get there in the summer. I spent a good 18 months there before I entered the service. And at that time, I was allowed to do so. When previous to that, I was not, having been classified as an enemy alien. But I did proudly serve our country, and I appreciate this honor that you bestowed, not particularly on me, but my comrades. Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, come on over.
Do you have the medal? Do you want to show the medal?
Yeah,
I
he has
think-
the medal, let's open it.
Yeah,
so
let's
we
set it
can
up. I don't
see
think-
that, too.
Do you want to hold that or help him now?
I'll hold this up here behind you, Casey.
Okay, I'm gonna take a couple. One, two.
Thank you again.
Thank you.
Thank you for us, too. Truly an honor to have him among us. Thank you. This is now time for public comments. This is an opportunity to address the City Council regarding your concerns or ideas. Please limit your comments to 3 minutes. In this form of government, all city personnel are the responsibility of the administration, not of the council. Please discuss any concerns you may have regarding staff with the mayor, chief administration officer, or department directors. And please state your name.
My name is Brandon Bell. Did you need my address as well? My address is 2557 Jackson Avenue, Ogden, Utah, 84401. Members of the council and mayor, you know that I've been active in a number of city affairs, most of you. My professional training is in urban planning and landscape architecture. I've primarily worked with you in regards to the streetcar in the past, and I'm here to address you briefly tonight regarding an upcoming opportunity for Ogden City. I'm a member of an internationally renowned organization for urban planning called the Congress for the New Urbanism. We have an amazing opportunity coming up in a little over a year. The annual conference of the Congress for the New Urbanism, which is called the Congress, is coming up in the end of May of 2013 through the first day of June. So it's May 29th through June 1st, 2013. I'd just like to read a few brief comments in regards to this to kind of give you a summary of this. This is a premier opportunity to promote the City of Ogden to a national audience of urban planning professionals, civic leaders, real estate professionals, and other leaders from a broad array of professions. In late May and early June of 2013, a nationally renowned urban planning organization, the Congress for the New Urbanism, which promotes walkable, mixed-use neighborhood development and sustainable communities, will be holding its annual conference in the Salt Lake metropolitan region, which will include tours of various areas along the Wasatch Front, including Ogden. This is a very rare opportunity to highlight our city to influential national leaders in a number of professions. There will be a number of opportunities and ways to promote and advertise the City of Ogden, its history, and its exciting recent redevelopment, if we seize this opportunity. In preparation for this event, there is a public outreach event entitled Living Community, People, Place, and Stewardship, which will be conducted as a panel discussion by national urban planning experts on this topic of living community and how we can create living, vibrant communities that are respectful of nature and which effectively draw on and incorporate nature as part of their culture. It should be noted that this topic, which is also the theme for the upcoming 2013 conference, is directly related to the image and identity that Ogden has crafted for itself in recent years as an outdoor mecca or capital, and as an urban center immediately juxtaposed with nature, with strong outdoor recreational opportunities. As a result, this conference is a natural opportunity to promote the city of Ogden. This public outreach event will take place on Thursday, March 1st from 6:30 p.m. to 8 p.m. in the auditorium of the Salt Lake Public Library. And your attendance is requested, if available, at this panel discussion in order to give these renowned experts a chance to make your acquaintance and explore potential opportunities for how this upcoming conference can be used to bring attention to the exciting renewal of the city of Ogden. Other civic, business, local planning leaders, and academic leaders, such as Salt Lake City's Mayor Ralph Becker, among others, will be in attendance. During this upcoming conference, I am personally assigned as a representative for all things Ogden to ensure that Ogden as a city receives its fair share of the limelight to this audience of urban planning professionals and other civic leaders. The point is that although this is housed in Salt Lake City, there's going to be a number of opportunities to promote Ogden, and the local host committee chairman is committed to making sure that we don't just highlight Salt Lake City, because there's so many things that have been going on here in Ogden, and that's sort of my responsibility. I'll give a copy of this to Bill Cook, but I wanted to bring that to your attention as a council as a whole so that you're aware of it. It's March 1st, 6:30 to 8. I've already talked to one council member about it, but if others can make it, I'd really appreciate it. These are internationally respected urban planning experts, and they're looking for ways to promote Ogden and Salt Lake. So thank you very much for your time.
Thank you. Further public comments?
Jed Platt, 2164 Jefferson. Mayor Caldwell and council members, usually when I stand up here, it's for some preservation issue. This time it's also around preservation, but not around historic buildings. I'd like to invite each of you to attend an open house opportunity at our Christmas Box House here in Ogden. In light of recent events, there's been a lot of people who have been concerned about how we handle issues regarding child welfare and children at risk. In news coverage of the recent Powell tragedy, members of the Powell and Cox family have directed resources, people that want to reach out and make a difference to their family, to the Christmas Box House. And so we are having an open house on Thursday, the 23rd, from 4 until 8, for the community to come and learn about the resource that we have here. The Ogden Christmas Box House serves all of northern Utah, from Davis County up into the Idaho border. And so we really are fortunate to have it just here in our backyard. The Christmas Box House is located on 12th Street, just below Monroe. And we serve, through our various programs, over 5,000 children a year. And that includes our global outreach as well. The Christmas Box House motto is "Every child deserves a childhood," and that's here in Ogden, in our state, and globally as well. And so we'd love the opportunity, if you haven't had a chance to peek inside the Christmas Box House, to come to that open house and to invite any of your constituents as well. I have an invitation for each of you that I will leave here. And again, thank you for supporting all of our families and preserving that great resource that we do have here in Ogden.
Thank you. Further public comments? Okay. We've noticed that we've got a couple of scouts here. Would they like to come and introduce themselves and tell us what troop they're from and what they're here for?
Planned, but we'll be glad to do it. It's our first time. We're from Unit 92 out to the Lauren Far area. And if you'd like to, David Brown.
Hey.
Spencer Caserta. And I'm Jesse Smolin, the Scoutmaster.
And boys, tell us what merit badge you're working on.
We're working on the communications and citizenship in the community.
This is a good place to be for those two merit badges.
Thank you.
We're glad to have you here. Thank you.
Thanks for coming.
Thank you.
Thank you. Okay. Seems there's no further comment. Can we have a motion to, or comments now from administration?
Two quick things. I appreciate the invitations, and Mr. Kunamara, we really appreciate the opportunity to be able to honor you and your sharing that amazing award with us. So thank you for being here tonight, and it's a pleasure having you.
Council staff.
Nothing further. Thank you.
Thank you. Council members.
I'll make a motion to adjourn.
I second it.
We have a motion from Councilmember Wicks and a second from Councilmember Stevens to adjourn. This is a voice vote. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Thank you. We will now adjourn into the work session, which will be held immediately following this meeting, and the purpose of the work session is to discuss the annual action plan amendment and council business.